Okay, so we're here at the Wicken looking at a cover crop that Toby has established. This is Toby Hogsbjerg, the farm manager here. He's just going to talk us through what each species is that he's put in this field and why.
So we are in a field of cover crop which we're planting to fill the gap between a cereal crop and a spring break crop, which in this case will be a potato crop in the spring. This field will be grazed with sheep, and in order to facilitate the soil management and also feed the sheep, we have 6 or 7 different species of plants in here which will both feed the soil, reduce compaction and feed the sheep. So we have fodder radish here, and we have fodder rape, we have some mustard, which are the yellow plants, we have stubble turnips which will bulb up to feed the sheep and also root deeper to help with compaction. And in the bottom here we have some vetch, which is nitrogen fixing, which will spread across the bottom and add a small amount of nitrogen, but mainly the rooting is quite dense, so it will hold the soil together better. And we also have some clover in here, which is just here, which will develop later in the autumn into winter, and that again forms nitrogen and will root deep and hold the soil together better and give us a lot better soil structure in the spring for the potato crop.
So do the sheep do anything at all, or is it just an opportunity for them to eat this?
The sheep will turn all of this into manure, which is then fed into the crop for the potatoes, but it's a cost-effective way to deal with the green cover on top without doing any harm underneath. For example, if you're mowing it with a tractor, you'd cause compaction and wheel marks, and the field would get compacted and wet and waterlogged in a wet winter. So the sheep we can manage. They'll come in, they'll graze it not to the ground, they'll graze it so we've still got a green cover, and that's where the clover and the vetch will then come back after the sheep have grazed and cover the ground, so we can still keep the soil working and we'll prevent waterlogging, and we end up with a better draining soil, really.